Somewhere at Google, a machine is deleting entire media companies before lunch. Somewhere at Google, a machine is deleting entire media companies before lunch. Google just released a research paper describing exactly how YouTube is going after AI slop at scale, and the system it describes is called the Scalable Cluster Termination System. The paper describes a system deployed at what it calls a major online video platform. There is near zero chance it is not YouTube, since the authors are Google themselves, and the signals analyzed are YouTube-specific. This is not a rumor. This is a peer-reviewed research paper from Google describing YouTube's automated channel-killing machine. So how does this thing actually work? The SCTS system does not look at individual videos. It looks at production fingerprints across entire families of channels. It analyzes upload timing patterns, publishing velocity, account relationships between channels, shared infrastructure and scripts, similar titles and descriptions, and other synthetic media signals. When enough of these signals line up, the system does not just flag one video. It takes down entire clusters of YouTube channels that appear to be coordinated slop factories. It is pattern matching on scale, not on quality. The system builds a production fingerprint for each channel by correlating these signals across time, creating a profile that is remarkably effective at spotting factories that pump out content at machine speed. The numbers are staggering. Over 6 months, Google claims to have terminated 50,000 clusters containing roughly 130,000 channels. That is roughly 2.5 channels killed for every single cluster. The overturn rate is less than 1%. That sounds small until you realize 1% is still roughly 500 clusters. And that number only counts creators with the resources to appeal and win. Every studio that did not fight back, or fought back and lost, is not part of that 1%. Here is the good news and the bad news. Individual creators who make content by themselves are largely safe. The paper says the system is focused on coordinated behavior rather than isolated uploads. The bad news is for everyone that runs multiple channels from a single production stack. Larger creator studios, podcast networks, kids media companies, localization operations, and anyone using shared templates, synced upload schedules, and common infrastructure to publish at scale, all of those look exactly like a coordinated slop factory to SCTS. The very things that make you efficient at scale are the things that get you flagged. Even winning the appeal does not undo the collateral damage done to subscribers, views, and algorithmic momentum. YouTube channel shutdowns are notoriously hard to reverse. The appeals process itself is opaque, and most channels do not have dedicated teams fighting these decisions. The paper's ethics section says it is focused on coordinated behavior rather than isolated uploads, meaning they do not want to shut down legitimate studios. But with opaque pattern matching, invisible rules, and the cold, dead hand of artificial intelligence at the wheel, that is cold comfort. Every creator with more than 2 or 3 channels needs to read this paper, understand what the system does, and then ask their partner manager how to avoid SCTS. If you do not have a partner manager, audit your entire production process now. Are all your channels using the same upload schedule, the same template files, the same infrastructure? Those are all signals the system uses to cluster you together. Diversify your production fingerprints if you want to stay out of the purge. The key is to understand what the system sees as a production fingerprint, and then deliberately break those patterns where possible across your channels. The community reaction is fascinating. One commenter noted that the amount of AI slop content, especially in shorts, is staggering. Others pointed out that historical content has become the worst affected genre, with uninsightful shock porn videos flooding feeds. A recurring complaint is the monotone, dull quality of AI narration, which creators say used to be part of what made those channels good. One commenter shared a striking example, noting that 2 different art exhibitions at Stockholm museums used AI to display fake photos of World War II soldiers, and people could not tell the difference. Another pointed out that even when the top comments point out AI, you still get dozens of beautifully generic comments that look like more AI. There is a broader angle here beyond YouTube. The same AI slop is polluting history itself. One commenter put it bluntly, saying AI history is just the worst because it is so inaccurate, and that 20 years from now kids will not be able to tell real historic evidence from fabricated stuff. The same goes for AI colorized and enhanced old black and white photos being posted as real. The Slop Purge on YouTube is just the beginning of a much larger battle between human-created and machine-generated content, and it is going to get uglier before it gets better. The AI Slop Purge is here, and it is just getting started. If you run multiple channels, audit your production process now before SCTS fines you. Thanks for watching Orbit Reports. See you in the next one.